Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna be sick. Holy fuck. I'm sorry. Just an explicit warning before anybody watches this video. There may be some things that upset users. There may be some things that you all didn't know before watching this video. Oh, I can't breathe right now. Holy fuck. All right, so over the course of the last week or so, I've been watching on YouTube Police Catch Predators. And there's all kind of stories, there's all kind of this and that. And I gotta tell you, I'm pretty empathetic when it comes to most things, but for some reason, when it comes to like pedophilia, my mind doesn't attack me back when I mock these people or like say like it's like all kind of crimes happen. You know, I try to think of why people would do certain things, but when it comes to like pedophilia, I sit here and the only time I like really feel sympathy for people or empathy is when the like person is half retarded. So I'm gonna explain what I mean. Like, there's a lot of people like Down syndrome, and there's like people with like autism and stuff. While everybody's capable of learning and every situation is different, when somebody is visibly mental, even when they're talking, they're like saying, "Please don't arrest me," and like that person like needs to be in a facility or something. That's a different situation. But that's not what this video is about. A lot of times when I can't read the comments because a lot of people are murderers. And when people are murderers, what they'll do is they'll try to find reasons to be murderers by proxy. Yes, rape and molestation and pedophilia is disgusting to me. But I believe in rehabilitation. And whenever I go straight to comments, they're all talking about stringing people up and six shooters and lynch ropes and all that. It disgusts me. Because you wouldn't believe how many people have been found innocent in this country, especially after the history of what happened to black people, talking about grabbing ropes and six shooters. People need to be careful what they talk about. But that's not what this video is about either. Actually, quite the opposite. So out of all these predator videos, there was one of a lady humping the family dog, I guess. Or I guess the dog was humping her. And so they went to the house. They found all this content online. They were arresting her. There's laws that say you can't do this. There's laws against bestiality. I'm sorry, I'm going to start crying. I'm trying not to cry. Google was telling me, yes, there's laws against bestiality in 49 states. West Virginia allows bestiality. So I found out West Virginia was one of the only places. But that's changing. Apparently, they just recently changed it. As you can see in the dialogue, I laughed. West Virginia, LOL. Because that sounds like some southern... Anyways, point is, Google was telling me how this updated, right? And how they don't really do that no more. So, but then I asked Google a question. Recently, there was a story that I heard where one of the states was trying to reverse a law because it was legal to marry 16-year-olds there. Now, before I continue, this is the part that gets kind of fucked up. If you don't got the stomach for this is my warning to you. Do not keep watching. I'm not showing any videos or anything or any images. I'm just telling you what you might learn right now is going to fuck your head up. Especially when everybody in the world's talking about hurt PDFs. Oh, we hate Trump so much. Oh, we want to find these people. Everybody we find that's a PDF, we want to murder and all sorts of stuff. Watch this. I heard recently there's a state that allows men to marry 16-year-olds. Now watch this. Yes, it is true. But it is not just that one state. There are 33 states where it's legally legal, don't matter your age, a 16-year-old. Here's the stipulations. While the standard legal age to marry on your own is 18, in almost every state, a massive patchwork of loopholes allows child marriage to find anyone under 18 across most of the country. Historically, it was legal in all 50 states. While a fast-moving legislative wave has led 17 states to ban underage marriage, only 17, entirely without exception. The remaining 33 states. So how are we going after Epstein? I had a question for my coworker. Why are there so many illegal PDFs when you can do it legally? Oh, but it gets worse. Follow along. And actually in Illinois, consent is 17. Y'all wouldn't believe these actual laws. So watch this. In the 33 states, this remains legal. An adult can typically marry a 16-year-old if she has parental consents Judicial consent, the law says it's okay. I'm not going to tell you how much of a mind fuck that is. My coworker got married at 16. She married a 34-year-old, but she's almost 80 now. Almost everybody in this country was marrying 12, 13-year-olds normally 50, 60 years ago. Now we want to kill them, right? But legally, watch this. In 33 states where it remains legal, the three stipulations. Parental consent, judicial consent, right here. And if she's pregnant, you can marry her. Now let's go further. The states closing the gaps. To prevent older adults from exploiting young teens, many of the remaining states have quietly implemented age gaps. So in Florida and Colorado, 16 and 17-year-old can marry, but the two spouses cannot be more than 2-3 years older than the minor. Okay. These states, Georgia, Ohio, Tennessee, these states explicitly prohibit age 22 or older. So the other states, it's okay. Watch this. California, Mississippi, and New Mexico. On the extreme end, these states technically have no statutory minimum age at all if the parents and judicial consent are both obtained. You can be a 40-year-old man married to a 10-year-old girl in these states, right? So I asked, so in California, a man can marry a 10-year-old. Under California's historical laws, yes. And those other states they mentioned, you could have theoretically have been married. But now, they just created a new law. Guess when the law came out? Last fucking week. But a landmark bill passed this week is finally banning it in 2026. Assembly Bill 1267. The bill hasn't even been passed yet and won't officially take effect until January 1st, 2027. So for the rest of the year in California, because these other states don't have a new bill, but in California, the most liberal Democrat state, you can marry a 10-year-old still with parental consent. Y'all talking about y'all going after Epstein, the law claiming to give a fuck. No, they don't. It's still legal. So, in a certain spot, you could be messing with a 16-year-old at 25. You could be messing with a 16-year-old at 23 and go to prison for a long time. On the flip side, in this same fucking country, you can be a 60-year-old man married to a 10-year-old with parental consent. In my videos, you guys are saying I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't. There are people with stories who need to be reviewed who really are I'm not going to say innocent, but have special characteristics involving with the case. These people are out here legally doing the shit that should be under a prison. You know what else makes me mad about most of these pedophiles when they get caught on camera? Yes, officer, I completely cooperate. I'll help you. I'm a good guy. I didn't know you could look up little girls and children. I didn't know they couldn't be nicked. But you know why that makes me sick? Because when you're actually dealing with victims and these people out here being predators, they're evil and vile. They say nasty things like, I'll kill you if you tell anybody. They hurt children. They say vile, sick stuff and threaten them and torture them. These people that have underground trafficking rings, it don't make no sense. 60 years ago is okay. Now the main public wants people dead if they do it. I'm not saying we should kill people that commit crimes. I'm saying every situation is different. There are dads out here that are doing things to their children. This is sick. There are women out here that are standing back by their man after everything they know what the man did. But this recent story, a 23-year-old girl went through 100 doctors, literal, they have paperwork of this, was having sexual conversations with the doctor, performed oral sex on him, but then said he was touching her inappropriately in an exam. Invited the man over for Thanksgiving dinners. Was asking him about his wife in text messages, but then he told her he didn't have a wife. First doctor's office visit. Oh, I like you. I'm sexually attracted to you. Now they're texting, and almost 2-3 years later, he's facing charges after their whole relationship. There are people that should be in trouble for like ethical, certain time. Like if you're a doctor, you don't just go to, I want to bang you. Like, what are you doing? But if you have a consensual relationship going on, like that's, and I'm saying we mix these stories up. Half the comments, oh, he should be dead for what? And then these other people do horrendous things, whole family backing them up. You people need to just stop jumping on bandwagons and pay attention to this world. Now that I know what I know about this law, I don't know how it took me this long to know this. Because in my mind, everybody around me is like, kill the PDFs, it's evil. But you go and actually research and go look this shit up, and you'd be surprised what you find. Go mess with animals, felonies, misdemeanors. But you can legally marry a 10-year-old in 33 fucking states. Or you can legally marry 16-year-olds in 33 states. And in many states on the extremes, you can marry as low as 10. Man, y'all some sick y'all worried about celebrities drinking, right? This one lady celebrity just said, Nia Long, she says she likes only younger men, or Nia something, only likes younger men and makes them sign NDAs. She's in her 50s, 60s, only dates 20s. But if a man wants to do that, right, and say, you can't say anything, you have an NDA signed, what will we call him? What will we treat him like? We need to stop just treating everybody like they're the same and look at each individual case. And I made a poem a while back, Any Adult Who Harms Children. And I said in that poem, I can find you in many different ways. You know how all these PDFs are getting caught? These dumb motherfuckers are using social media websites like AI isn't going to flag it, and they all get caught. And then family members are snitching on them. Their victims are telling on them. I don't use the word snitch. They're righteously telling something that's vile. And so I can't believe some of this shit. And y'all dumbasses are dumb. The ones of y'all that are doing this shit, y'all are foul. You're not going to get caught and have me feeling sorry for you talking about, oh, I'm such a good person. It was an accident. I have a disease. Nah, nigga, you know what you were doing was wrong. And that's why a lot of these people do it. They're not even sexually. Did you know that the animal? Go look up any animal in the animal kingdom, even lions. They wait till the woman or the girl is old enough to be chemically grown. They have ways to test this with their noses. I'm not telling humans to go start sniffing little girls and shit. I'm saying it don't make fucking sense that animals have more common sense and logic than vile fucking humans. And then the humans that deserve to be punished always get off probation. I've seen these cases, 6 months probation, 2 years probation. Then you get a story where a 17-year-old girl's in a bar or 16-year-old's in a bar, drinking, shouldn't be in a bar. A man is 30 or something, takes her home and does something, or have fake IDs, and they get the fullest punishment of the law. It's about money and shit, too. Look at all these wealthy, rich fucking popes and preach. You know what they said about Kennedy? They said Kennedy wouldn't be a good leader because he was a Catholic and it would mess up the church. But the popes and these priests and all these other people who are major sex predators happily still preaching and barely getting in trouble. I'm telling you, other situations where people tell the truth and do the right thing at their jobs or many places get in trouble. Why do you think victims don't come out? Then people that are pieces of shit get the most praise. I don't understand it. So be wary in life. I teach everybody. I don't teach a universal law or God or anything. One moment I tell you all law, respect people the way you do and love each other. And the next moment I tell you if somebody's about to hurt you or harm you, ravage them. Because I'm not finna play these virtual signal ass games on this damn shit. And I hate predators. Because when I say predator, y'all always think, oh, kids. No, there's predators everywhere. Bosses, jobs, works, political. They're everywhere. And they're going to get exactly what the fuck they looking for when they're found.